Yo, what's up, Manikus? Welcome back into another new video. It's me, your boy Tata Beniku, and today I will be ranking the top 5 hardest developer times in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. And yeah, a couple of days ago, if you guys did not watch my live stream, I have officially beaten all of the developer time trials in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Like, even if you guys see here, you're gonna find me with the master wheels. Exactly. Yep. And so, anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna be ranking the top 5 hardest dev times and with some honorable mentions if there is going to be, and I'm pretty sure there are, yes, 2 or 3, I think 2. Anyways, so yes, and my top 5 is all going to be William P tracks. This is just an FYI. Alright, so for number 5, Megamix Mania, and this is probably the only track that I like in my top 5. I really love this track. It's an amazing track. It's my favorite Grand Prix track. But it was difficult because William PTSD right here, I beat his time by 3 milliseconds even though he crossed the line before me. He is quite fast. And I tried drift for the first like 20 something attempts. Did not go too well. It went horribly wrong. I had to switch to speed, and I'm quite literally a drift main. That's what every drift main says. Speed sucks, and I'm with them. I agree. I hate speed, but yeah, Mega Mix Mania took me 54 attempts, 2 hours and 12 minutes of gameplay, and then I finally got it done, and I never have to do it ever again. Right, so for number 4, Slide Coliseum. Slide Coliseum took me 61 attempts, and I was just surprised it took me that little attempts, because this is my least favorite track in the whole entire game. Well, I don't think it's my least favorite, but probably my top 5 least favorite tracks, because they're probably worst tracks, I think. Dragon Mines, I'm looking at you. Anyways, Slide Coliseum was a particularly difficult track. Even though I beat William P by a second and 33 milliseconds, it was difficult because of all the grass cuts and the shortcuts that you need to do. And you had to use speed, but I used drift because I saw many people do it with drift. So I just did it with drift, and that actually made it so much easier than using speed. But the first couple of them, when I was using speed, it went horribly wrong, quite literally. So I just ended up switching to drift, and it made it so much easier. I thought it was gonna take longer with drift, but actually like took a couple of 20 attempts. But I'm happy about that. Slide Coliseum, yeah, done and dusted. Anyways, so for number 3, the dreaded Dragon Mines. Honestly, I hate this track. This is one of the worst tracks in the whole entire game. And thank God, even though William P crossed the line before me, I managed to beat him by 13 milliseconds. As happy as I sound by saying that quite literally happened. William P crossed the line before me, but I still beat him. William P is fast as heck on this track. He's so good on it. And also, like, he does the minecart shortcut. I never take the minecart shortcut. I did it once for the trophy, but that was in adventure mode, and I had an Aku mask, and the challenge was, or the trophy was, to go through the whole minecart shortcut without getting squished by the mines. And it's okay if you have an Aku mask. And when you have an Aku mask, the dirt does not slow you down, which is really different from time trial. You don't have an Aku mask, so you have to keep on hopping, and that is a reserve skiller. So definitely, if anyone beat this track, I acknowledge you guys as really good CT. In fact, if anyone beat all the death times, I acknowledge you as really insane and really good players, in my opinion. I acknowledge myself for that as well. Yeah, but Dragon Mines took me 83 attempts, and it was pretty difficult because of the shortcut. Alright, so number 2, Turbo Track. Okay, I hate this track as well. Every single track in my top 4 I hate it, but Mega Mix Man is the only one that I love, okay? Yeah, this track was hard because of the reserve managements. Like, reserve managements. The reserve managements on this track suck so hard, or horrible, quite literally. And the boost pads don't give you much reserves. That reminds me of Hyperspaceway. Literally, the boost pads don't give you enough reserves. They like give you not much reserves. They literally give you such little reserves, and I beat William P by a second, or let's say a couple of milliseconds, but whatever. And I got 132, he got a 133, so technically a second. Anyways, yeah, but it took me 96 attempts, exactly 96 attempts to complete Turbo Track. Yeah, it's a difficult map, definitely. William P, you're a very good racer, but this is not your most impressive time, because number 1 is more impressive, at least for me, and it's the hardest one. Okay, now on to number 1, the track that took me 8 hours and 18 minutes and 39 seconds of gameplay. The track that took me 1039 attempts to complete. The track that caused me the most pain, the most frustration, and also that made me cry of happiness and sadness at the same time. Oh yeah, also reminded me, Pain and Dragon Mines, once on my 72nd attempt, William P crossed the line before me, but it did not count as a win because he beat my time by 1 millisecond. Yes, as painful as it sounds, it was painful. Anyway, so now back to number 1, Crash Cove. Seriously, I hate this track. William P is fast as heck on this track as well. He's rapid. A 1:19.74. Mate, that is rapid. But my time is 1:19.64, so it's more rapid to him. Anyways, but literally, William P, come on, why did you have to cause us that much pain? Quite literally, this, well, me at least, because many people did not struggle with this one, but I struggled with it, okay? So yeah, this track took me 1039 attempts, literally grinding until I got it. And there was this attempt where I got really close, but then William P crossed the line before me, even though I was ahead of him for the whole of lap 1, 2, and right before the finish line of lap 3. I don't know what the heck happened there. He just got like super speed or something, and he crossed the line before me or something. I don't even know what the heck happened, but at least I beat him. But yeah, this caused me lots of frustration, lots of pain. When I beat Crash Cove, I was literally crying tears of joy and relief and happiness, and it was just tough, man. It was really tough. Anyway, so now for the honorable mentions that still did not make it on my top 5, but probably if I made a top 10 they would have made it. Air Skyway and Deepsea Driving. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Deepsea Driving because I'm already here. I'm not gonna go back up to Air Skyway, I'm too lazy. Then I'm gonna go back to it after Deepsea Driving. Anyways, too much talking. Okay, so Deepsea Driving was a difficult lap because it took me 49 attempts to complete, and the fans. Mate, the fans. And where should I start on about the fans? The fans on this track. Literally, the fuel physics almost made me hate this physics subject. Because I love physics, I love science, except for biology. I love science, I love chemistry, I love physics, especially physics and chemistry. I really like those two. But the tube physics, what are tube physics? Why are they a thing in this game? Why does the game have to follow real things? Okay, so it does not be like Mario Kart, fair enough, but still, like, why? It's really difficult. And this track was really difficult, but when you learn how to do the tunnel U-turns, it's a pretty easy one, but the fans is what made it difficult, and it's an honorable mention. Alright, so for Air Skyway, I used drift on this one, definitely. I suggest doing drift on it because it's a really difficult track to keep your blue fire on. And it took me 47 attempts, and I was just surprised that it actually took me that little, because I thought I'm gonna be staying a little longer on it. But also, Air Skyway is my second favorite track in the whole entire game, and I really love that track, and it's a really good track in my opinion. Yeah, I really like it, and it was just hard because of the spiral and the fire management. And also, yeah, it's another William P track, so of course you know it's gonna be difficult. Except for Cortex Castle and Blizzard Bluff, those did not take me that much. Cortex Castle took me 10 attempts, Blizzard Bluff took me 17 attempts, sorry, so they were not that difficult. But other than that, any other William P track it was definitely difficult. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely tell me what are your top 5 hardest death times that you were doing, or if you're still not on dev times, top 5 hardest real times, not on real times, top 5 hardest oxide times, not on oxide, top 5 hardest entropy ghosts, not on entropy ghosts, then get good at the video game, quite literally. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so yeah, I will see you guys soon in my next video.